not a writer.
Okay.
If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah. If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah.
This is the moment for those who.
What we do here is go back.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
But I promise you, baby, I'll always be up to date.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Monday edition of the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha, and it's Monday, and it's a day for the Reapers, I think. Yeah, let's go. I know Julie Stemsky, Grim Reaper shirt, and I think William Wilms got the. Those are the two that I saw. If somebody else got it, sorry I didn't shout you out. But man, it is Monday. It is Monday. Ruslan Bill says, Grim Reapers, what happened that was bad? What, I can't rep the Reapers on a good day? Nah. You know, it's man, it's just a Monday, dude. You know, it's like you ever have one of those days where it's just like whatever can go wrong will go wrong. Murphy's Law, yeah. It's kind of been that kind of day is all. You know, I'm a little tired, and this week's gonna be hell. So, yeah, I figured it's a Reaper day. You know, I figure it's a Reaper day. Max Robido is over there on Facebook. He says, finally made it to a live show. What's going on, Max? Welcome, man. Glad to have you. Hey, you know what, Max? Since you finally made a live show, this one's for you, buddy. There you go. Nice. Nice. Chris Pabs is over there on Facebook as well. And we got the usual suspects over here on YouTube. Shout out to Twitch. I'm sure Sorvan and the crew are over there as well. But yeah, man, it's just, you know, it was a long weekend. We had a great class on Saturday. Great class. And I'll talk about that here. Excuse me, in just a minute. But let's get the business out of the way first, you know, the boring shit. If you want one of these cool-ass Grim Reaper t-shirts, y'all need to check out www.childofmecha.com. Hit up the store button up at the top. You'll find shirts, hats, bags, all that other cool stuff in there. If you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we are working with here tonight, there's an Amazon link just below here on Twitch and YouTube. That side if you're watching on Facebook. And I do get a small bit of commission based off of the stuff that you buy. It goes to help out the stream, so FYI, buy a lot. Aside from that, if you need paints or model kits or accessories or Mecha Decals, all 6 of the sheets, 3 in 1/100, 3 in 144 scale available in red, gray, and white. Y'all need to go check out USA Gundam Store. Adam and the crew will definitely hook you up, right? So, now that you have it, run with it. Let's see. Donnie's over there on Donnie's over there on Facebook, man. Yes, Donnie was there too. Julio, both Julios. Julio Clippin' Nubs and Julio Hulonius, as well as our boy Manny McDio. They all came down from New York. Man, that was a special treat. Man, that was so great to see those guys and hang out with them and stuff. And Donnie included, man. He was there hanging with us, you know, after the class and everything. And that was just great. You know, I love kind of those hangout sessions more than the class, to be honest with you, if I'm being truthful. But you know, we all had a really good time, good conversations. Justin and I, you know, we did the class, and that went over, I think, really well. A lot of people, you know, got some cool shots of their model kits and stuff like that. And man, it was just a lot of fun. So if you couldn't be there, I'm sorry. Watch the live stream because we had a good time. And yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Craig Flynn's, he's over there on Facebook. He says good day. What's going on, Craig? Yeah, man, it was a really, really good time. Really good time. And then afterwards, like I said, we all kind of hung out. I actually brought Airdrop to the class specifically to show the New York boys, and broke it out for them after the class, kind of after everybody had cleared out, and I wanted it just for them to see it, because I had brought it last time, so people had seen it before. But so they were kind of stoked to see that, and I was real happy that they were excited to see that. So that kind of felt really good. Yeah, man, if y'all can't, if you can make it to a class, please do make it to a class, because they're awesome. And they're a lot of fun, and you get to interact with people, and not only learn things from me and Justin, but learn things from each other. And I think that's sometimes even more beneficial at that point too, because there were connections being made, and there were conversations being had, and Laurel Hobby Works, I can't say enough good things about those guys, because they actually when they found out the guys from New York came down, they actually gave them a discount because they came from New York. And I'm like, dude, how cool is that? Cool people, cool store, just a cool day, So that was really, really fun. And I wish y'all could be there. But 2 weeks. 2 weeks we're going to be in Richmond to do it all over again. And it's actually going to be, I think, a little bit bigger scale. Because from what I hear, a lot of people are coming in for that. That's kind of the word on the street at this point, from what I've heard. Terry, man, don't ever apologize for not being able to make it, dude. Terry T's over there on YouTube, and he says, I'm sorry I couldn't make it down. I had family commitments. Man, don't ever apologize for family. Come on now. We're family. We understand. Don't worry about it. He says, I'm going to miss Richmond too. Seriously? We're going to do it again in the future. It's all good. Dude, never apologize. You don't ever have to apologize to me. Yeah, we're going to do it all over again at Richmond Hobbytown on Saturday the 17th. So make sure you're there for that. We're actually teaching 2 classes that day. We're doing simple details in the morning, and then we're doing photography later in the day. And then for any of the entrants that want to, get some good pictures of their models, we'll keep our gear set up and everything, backgrounds, lights, all that good stuff. So if any entrants want to get some nice snaps of their, of their kits, then that's going to be available. It's going to be an available resource, let's put it that way, right? So I predict a lot of fun to be had that day. So if you have the ability to get there, I highly suggest it. Definitely, you can, what do they have? An Instagram, and then they also have a Facebook page, because they tagged me in the event listing today, which I have to share to everyone on Facebook. Man, yeah, I think it's going to be a really good time, you guys. Really good time. Justin and I will not be competing. Just FYI, we're not competing. We're not gonna be like ringers or whatever. We're just coming down to hang out, teach a class, and just enjoy the day, man. That's what it's all about, right? So please come out. It is a GBWC event, so you can enter and potentially win and compete against everybody else. So, come on. Julio Ponte clipping notes. He says, I need to get myself down to VA. Dude, for real. The guys, we were all hanging out afterwards, and Manny Mecha, he was looking on his phone for like bus tickets and stuff like that, and he's just like searching and searching and searching. He's just like couldn't find anything. So hopefully you guys can get down here. I don't know, maybe take a carpool or something like that. Come on, man. It's a little longer than it was to Laurel, but definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Hey, look at that, Barack, Mr. B. Plamo. Hi, everybody. Long time no see. Dude, what's going on, brother? It has been a long time. Man. Donnie Baxter says, entering a primer gray kit in GBWC. I would love to see that, Donnie. I would love to see that. Terry T says, I was going to submit for GBWC in Richmond, but found out last minute that I'm going to the Middle East again. Damn. I mean, come on. You got it. Terry, admit it. You have a fun job. Traveling sucks. Trust me, I know. But you have a pretty damn cool job. Not many other people can experience what you get to experience, buddy. So, but I totally get it. I totally get it. Let's see. Ruslam says, Bill. He says, one day Tim will make it to the Dallas Fort Worth area, and I will be there, dude. Bill, I'm telling you, man. Find me a shop or something like that will cover my expenses, and I will be there. Ricky Tick. All I need: flight, hotel, transpo. That's it. That's all. Just cover my expenses. And I will be there in a heartbeat. Teach class, hang out, all that good stuff. Yes. So, and that goes for anybody. Y'all find me a shop to cover that, or a group or whatever. I'll be there. No matter where it is. I don't care. That goes for outside of the US too. Just saying. It is fun. It is a lot of fun. But yeah. So I think I'm a little tired from that, and kind of a rough day today. So that's kind of where the Mondays is, and that's why I think the Reapers are on. Yeah. So it is what it is. So what else? I knew. So get this, you guys. Funny story, right? So I brought for the actual class, I brought the Blue Destiny, and I brought the Aussie, right? And also the Gundam version Logic was there. That was kind of in the box already. So I'm setting up the Aussie. I'm getting everything out. Stand them up, backpack on, the hands detach, and I usually have those out there, and I'm reaching in the box to grab them and everything, and I hear this, right? It fell over on the table. It didn't, it just on the table. It just went bloop, like that, right? Not a big deal, because the Aussie has dropped many times before and been perfectly fine. I've even accidentally dropped him from a height, and he's still been fine. Very solid piece. Very solid piece. So I pick him up thinking nothing of it, right? And then I think it was either I think it was either Manny or Julio Clippin' Nubs pointed out, ooh, looking at, pointing at the table, and I'm like, what? And I look over, and there's this like little green piece on there, and I'm like, the hell is that, right? So I pick it up and I look at it. It's the part of the Aussie's backpack. I'm like, broke right off. It was Manny. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so broke right off. It was just a little sliver too. Just a little sliver right on the back of it. Basically, if you were to look at the back, right there, full frontal, all detail, boom, broken piece, right? So I got home Saturday, just kind of didn't even bother with it. Got to yesterday, pulled it out, and I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna do with this thing, right? So let me show you. Boop. So let's get zoomed in. We'll wait for the... So that's the... This is the backpack. This is the part... obviously, it doesn't have the little boosters on the side and everything. But from here, doesn't look bad, right? Can't tell. Let's super zoom in, shall we? And let's see if... Let's see how my repair job did. Boop. Oh, there it is. Oh, man. Right there. So that sucked. And as you can see, it cracked right through the middle of that decal, right? Crazy. And the weird thing was that it didn't crack on a panel line, which is weird because those are the weaker points, obviously, because the plastic is thinner, right? It just cracked right through panel lines and it right through that decal. And it was a clean snap too, right? Clean snap. But it's, you know what? The repair job, this, you got to keep in mind, this is 5X. This is super zoom, right? You zoom out, and this is full in on super zoom too, right? Woo! That's about as close as the human eye is going to get, right? I think it looks pretty good. I'm not worried about it at all, to be honest with you. Like I told the guys on Saturday, the Aussie's done competing. He doesn't have to impress anyone anymore. So, little Snoon Maker, what's going on? New follower, thank you. This one's for you. Welcome to the Mecha Army. Thank you for watching. But again, the Aussie's done competing. He's retired. He's living life in the Gundam model retirement home. So you know what? Not worried about it. Look at that. Right there, you can hardly see it. Looks pretty good. Yeah, looks pretty good. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. So, one of those things. One of those things. Anyway. Let's see. What else? I know there was something else that I had wanted to talk to you guys about, but I can't off the top of my head remember. Hobby Harbor. Yeah, I was going to say, as long as you're competing him, I wouldn't worry. Yeah, dude, I'm not worried one bit. Yeah, not a bit. Julio says good repair. I would have had to strip and repaint. No, I wasn't about to do that on that backpack because that was all like one piece now, and I'm not going to go through the hassle of stripping, repainting, redecaling, repanel lining, and then weathering again on this thing. It's just not worth it at this point. So Aussie, thank you for your service. Snoon Maker, he's over there on Twitch. He says, thanks. New to Gunpla building, been enjoying watching your stuff. Oh man, thank you very much. Welcome to the hobby. I hope you're enjoying your time here with us. Yeah. Hang out, ask questions, have fun. That's what we do. Because we Mecha Army. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, alright. So while we're in two camera, let's get caught up, shall we? So a little bit yesterday and just a little bit earlier today, I started working, and you guys kind of saw this in the images on the social medias last night. Started scribing here on the inner forearms here of this piece. These had been scribed. You guys have seen the biceps and everything, but the the inner forearms here. Let's, oh, you know what? I'm still in super zoom, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Whoa. Hey now. But there you can kind of see the scribing a little bit better, yeah? So pretty simple scribing pattern what we got here. Just a straight piece of Dymo tape laid down right in the middle here to get these two parallel lines. We've got some, just some simple horizontal lines. These are vertical lines. Did I say horizontal? I'm out of it. I don't care. So these two vertical lines parallel, right? And then we've got some horizontal lines here, some box scribes, some notches here. I cut out this little deal here. It was kind of there to begin with, but we just kind of made it bigger. I thought it needed it. Few more horizontal scribes here and a nice big old floating notch right there. And then just to kind of add a little bit of a flavor to it, I just added this kind of cutout here. This subtle little thing, maybe about, I don't know, 1/3 of a millimeter, 1/2 a millimeter at most, and that's repeated on both sides. So I think that came out really, really nice, yeah. And then we flip these bad boys over. And we look at the other side. Now, to really get a grasp on the other side here, we're going to have to take the elbow armor off and kind of show you guys what we got here. So let's do that real quick. And there we are. So, a little bit darker. Yeah, a little bit darker, yeah. But, again, just some nice vertical lines running kind of on the edges of the armor piece, right? Tapered down to the bottom here. And then obviously some nice little horizontal lines. Horizontal line here with a couple notches. And then just kind of a simple boxed scribe with some bevels in the corners and stuff. So pretty simple stuff overall. And the cool thing is that with the magnets in there, they stick to each other. So that's pretty neat. So, let's see, let's get the elbow piece back on here, and then we'll show you kind of the finished product. And so there's the whole kind of composition, yeah? Not bad. Not too bad. I like it. And of course, we carried the scribes to the front on both pieces. That's important. You can't just end them on the surface. You got to wrap them around there to complete the look, right? And even so far as right there on that little notch there, you gotta finish your panel lines, guys. You got to finish your panel lines to make them look realistic. They've got to end at a logical point. They just can't end at the surface. And this vertical surface is nothing. It's got to wrap over, just like plastic. It's got to wrap over. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Hobby Harbor.
We have a question.
He asks, have you ever used aircraft engines as inspiration for scribing thruster bell covers? Some. Yeah. Some. You know what? I get a lot of inspiration from a lot of different places. Real life aircraft and military, military pieces and stuff like that. A lot of conceptual designs, concept art and stuff like that I get a bunch of inspiration from. And then obviously just, kind of like what other modelers do, you can kind of take inspiration from that. But my main source of inspiration is the actual model itself. And I think you guys have probably heard me say this, but, when it comes to designing panel lines, what I like to do is to look at the components underneath of the armor, right? So the inner frame. And if your model that you happen to be working on doesn't have an inner frame, if it's like an older master grade or a high grade or what have you, then kind of imagine what might be under there, right? So that is kind of my biggest inspiration. I figure with something like this, you know, all of the pistons and gears and everything, hydraulics and all that, will need to be accessible. So all of these panels here are probably going to be removable. These side panels can then be removable, and then these side panels obviously removable as well. And then on the flip side here, same kind of thing. All of these panels can be removed for maintenance. So yeah, I mean, if you think like kind of like a mechanic, that's kind of how I design, you know, my panel lines and stuff. So hopefully that helps. Yeah. Let's see. Superset, he says, "What's up? What I missed so far? Not much, man. We just kind of did the intro and all that fun stuff." Hobby Harbor says, "I've been flying a lot recently and seeing the lines on the wings / engines and got thinking about it." Yeah, so he's talking about, you know, actually flying, you know, in a plane and looking out the window, and there's the engine with all of the panels and everything like that. And honestly, yeah, no, I totally get inspiration from that, because there's you know, those little silver latches and stuff like that. When we do notches, that's kind of what it's mimicking, what it's suggesting is there, right? Obviously, on a 1/100, 1/44 scale model, they're going to be way too small to actually fit in there. But yeah, man, if I'm looking at something like that, yes, 100%, it does definitely inspire, you know, thoughts of ooh, panel lines, right? So 100%, man. Ruslam says, "I prefer NASA shuttles to aircraft engines due to different atmospheric issues." Yeah, I mean, Bill's taking it in like a whole different level, but I love it. And I totally respect that. I like that, right? So that's, yeah, respect. That's actually pretty damn good, right? Pretty good. Hobby Harbor makes sense. Ruslam says, "But if it inspires you, then go for it." 100%. Donnie Baxter over there on Facebook, he says, "I have so many pics of plane wings and latches in my phone." Dude, you know what? And if you're smart, you're going to take pictures of things that inspire you in real life, right? So even like cars and stuff like that, you know, you can take inspiration from their lines, because, you know, you figure it's just like a mobile suit. You know, it has an inner frame, it has the engine and mechanics and all of that stuff. And then it has the body laid over top of all that, which basically equates to its armor, right? For lack of a better term. So, yeah. Everywhere, man. Everywhere. Take inspiration from everywhere. Even like, you know, little like household electronics and stuff. You know, those are cool things to take inspiration from. Like, if you guys remember the old Walkmans, you know, like the ones with the tape and stuff, you know, the ones from Guardians of the Galaxy where, you know, dude would listen to and all that. So, yeah, just even like old electronics you can take inspiration from. You know, any weird shapes and cool mechanics and things like that, you can take inspiration from all that stuff. Take pictures of it. You know, file it away in your mental Rolodex, right? You know, artstation.com is a wonderful resource. Instagram is a wonderful resource. You can save the photos and refer back to them later. You can add them to collections and sort them, right? So on Instagram, I have kind of folders for different things. I have folders for like weapon inspiration. I have folders for blades, like, you know, blade inspiration and stuff like that, swords and knives and stuff like that, to, you know, make custom things for Gunpla, robots, and then decal ideas, and I'm sure I have a couple other ones, but you get the idea. Categorize these things and save them for later, for later inspiration. Look through them when you're not feeling the most inspired. You'll get inspired. Trust me. Anyway, all right. So let's get the hell out of Super Zoom so we can get to work. Yeah. Back to 1X. Back out that box. Bring everything back to the front. And here we go. Ba-boom. All right, so we're going to put the arms off to the side here. Stick those together. That's pretty cool. Gotta love magnets, man. You gotta love magnets. So let's see. Let's get these out of the way, and let's bring back what we were working with here last time. Oh, point of order. So, real quick, you guys. Scheduling for this week. Let's go back to one. Scheduling for this week is going to be a little bit off. Okay. Tonight is going to be the only normal live stream where I'm just doing my thing and hanging with you guys. Tonight is the only one this week. I have to go to New York for a drive. Basically, I have to drive up to New York and then drive back the same day to do a photo shoot and testimonial and stuff like that. So I got to get up at like 5 in the morning, something like that. So there's no way I'm doing the stream on Wednesday night. So I'm gonna get to bed early that night. I'm gonna get my beauty sleep, and then I'm gonna make a 4 or so hour drive up to New York State. I don't even know where I'm going. It's north of the city, so it's in the burbs. But yeah. So we will be having Mechanism on Friday, though. So keep that in mind. Turn those frowns upside down and be happy for that. So come back for that. We're gonna have fun on Friday. It's always fun. So anyway, let's go back to camera 2. Boom. Here we go. All right. So this is the piece that we were working on. This is the piece that we are attempting to duplicate, right? So if you joined us last time, and what we kind of did was we started this notching, this extension and notching exercise here. And what we did last time is we extended all this, and then we notched this one piece out. Well, I went a step further and notched all 3 sides out, and then I notched out the bottom side. Since it's the same exact technique, you guys don't have to see that repeated for 3 more times at this point. So I went ahead and did that and got us into position where we can move ahead with this particular part. So the next thing that we're going to be doing here is kind of the side detail work here. These little pieces right here, right? So we're going to be working on that. But first, Andrew's with us, and he's drunk. Oh boy. Here we go. Let's see. Right, I'm a drunk. Actual G. Haj ha 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 ha. Was good, y'all. We het what? Bah. Fuck itty. Mind you, for those of you on Twitch and Facebook, I'm reading verbatim to what little Andrew is typing in here on YouTube. And just to remind you guys, he's drunk on a Monday night. Andrew says, need opt prove to Tim Lil A is hella drunk today. All right. Ruslan Bill says, better not be driving nor drunk dialing Tim. I think you meant Andrew Roosh, because I'm like right here. So, but I get it. I get it. Gamer Bud says, we need an official Andrew translator. Yeah. Julio says, life's hard. Okay. Andrew Young, bro. White Claw is for girls. Why people want that crap hella gross? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Wow. Hey, Edwin RSA is over here on YouTube. He says, "Good morning, everyone." Edwin, how you doing, man? You stopped in at the perfect time to hear little drunk Andrew kind of being drunk Andrew. It's fun. Gunplay Miami, Chris, what's going on? Nah, LOL. Need an orange for my build. Got some. Need spoons. There you go. Mr. Beep, Barack says, "What?" Dude, yeah, this little Andrew. He's drunk. Yeah. Sorvan says, "Where's Tex when you need her to pistol whip Andrew?" Nah, right? I know. She could handle Andrew for us. Julio Ponte, what up, Ed? And Mr. B says, I need to for a beer, right? So Sean's, "Hey Tim, Brandon's baby stuff is on the way. Should be there tomorrow." Sweet. Thank you, Z. Appreciate it, buddy. Superset 5. Notice my question, please. Sorry, Superset. Let's go back and see. Oh, got a question.
We have a question.
He says, "Any idea where I can find 1/100 scale infantry?" Whew, I do not, man. I'm sorry. You may. I know they sell like 1/100 scale figures, but I don't know about infantry. You may need to customize little 1/100 scale figures as best as you can. There may be some things available, say on like Taobao, maybe eBay. Those are long shots, but it's worth a shot, right? Sorvan says, "I know Bandai does make some 1/100 scale dudes." Yeah, but those are usually mechanics or figures in flight uniforms for Gunpla, not necessarily infantry. Guys with guns. So that might be difficult, man. That might be difficult to source. Let's see. Chris at Gunplay Miami says, "Andrew, step away from sharp objects." Right? Julio Ponte says, "I think he's drunk off White Claw." Yeah, I kind of thought the same thing, even though he didn't like it, right? Edwin Arce, yes, I scrolled to Facebook and saw that the stream started a while ago. Not too long, maybe 47 minutes ago. Really? That's how long ago? We've just been talking. Damn. Andrew says, "That's like the last thing I want. Drunk off White Claw, hella embarrassing." Alrighty. Mr. B. Plemo Barack says, "Maybe with a little alcohol we can sync with that guy and understand him." Oh, Barack, dude, I don't know if there's really any understanding Lil Andrew at that point. And then Andrew says, "Fuck with that," with 2 T's at the end. Brandon 5269, he says, "What's up, everybody? Sorry I've been distracted. Making a basic spray booth so I can paint up this Justin next week, hopefully." Nice. Max Robidoux says on Facebook, "I haven't seen anything 1/100 aside from what's available for Gundam or maybe some aircraft." Yeah, right. And therein lies kind of the problem. Let's see. Ricky Paul Carson says, "Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life." Dean Wormer. That is a classic line. I do like that. Andrew, that's for you, buddy. Superset 5, "I'm a sad panda now." Dude, don't be sad. Don't be sad. You could always get some and customize them with a little epoxy putty, maybe a little super glue, something like that. You can do it. I have faith in you. George Lelios, old school Gunpla. What's up, George? He says Shapeways, I believe, has 1/100 scale. Interesting. Shapeways, obviously, for those of you that don't know, is a 3D printing service who also has kind of a repository, I guess, of 3D printable files that you can purchase and have printed and sent to you. So it may be a little bit more of an expensive option, but there could be some interesting resources, right? Worth a shot. Worth a shot. Julio Ponte, LMFAO, it's a state of mind. Yeah, the White Claw. Oh, God, someone should totally name a model White Claw and do it in, like, homage of Andrew being drunk. Yeah. Anyway, Terry T says, where do people get drunk in Troy, New York? There's nothing there, right? Rushlas, tell him to search 1/100 scale soldiers, tons of them for war modelers. Interesting. Okay. Mikhail, hey Tim. What did I miss? How was the class this past weekend? Dude, the class was great. The biggest thing that you missed is a little drunk A. Lil A is hella drunk off the White Claw, and he is commenting in the chat. He looks like he might have took a pause, but I'm sure he'll be back, Mikhail. So there you go. Airs 385 Bandai does have a set, but it's rare now these days. It's probably out of production, but again, it was more mechanics and like flight crew and stuff like that, so it wasn't necessarily infantry like Superset is looking for. Kenneth Sam, evening. What did I miss? Dude, you missed Lil A being drunk. So fun. Little Plastic People. What's going on? 15mm wargaming miniatures are nearly 1/100 scale. Flames of War and their Team Yankee line could work for infantry. That's an interesting suggestion. Thank you, Little Plastic People. That's pretty damn cool. So, Superset, there you go, man. There could very well be a legitimate resource for you. 15mm wargaming miniatures, Flames of War, and their Team Yankee line. There you go. Thank you, Little Plastic People. That's awesome. Fiery, what's going on, dude? I want a 144 scale dude, but all I have is a little Master Asia, and I'm keeping him for a special dio. Very cool. Backstorm says, I'd look into miniatures, maybe adapt something from 40K. Yeah, there we go. Max Robido, can't stay too long tonight, but I wanted to mention I just started putting your decals on my XS Core Fighter. They're pretty awesome. Yes! Love it. Love it. So happy. Hey, Max, when you're done, send me some pictures. All right? I want to see them. So send me some pictures, dude. That's awesome. That's so good to hear. Julio Ponte said it'd have to be a 5-star story piece. Let's see, GamerBud. Well, I almost got the base of my Master Grade Exia shoulder done. It's looking pretty good for my first time scratch building something big. Yes! You know what, you guys? Go check out GamerBud on Instagram. He's doing a scratch build mod on his Exia's shoulder, and it's looking pretty good, especially for the first time that he's ever done something like this. Very proud of him, and you guys should definitely go and give him some likes, give him some credit, because he's doing a hell of a bang-up job. So GamerBud on Instagram, go check it out. Gunplay Miami says, Tim, I have a question.
We have a question.
For GBWC, can you use any Bandai model like Star Wars for parts? You should be able to, yes. The whole conundrum with third-party parts and everything, I think, has been kiboshed by Bandai, by Mother Bandai. So yeah, we should be free and clear now to utilize legitimate non-bootleg, non-resin conversion parts. So yes, I would say you could probably use Bandai Star Wars kits. I doubt very, very seriously that they would have any beef with that. So there you go. Julio Ponte says he's on the floor twitching right now. Mikhail says poor Lil A. Mr. B says Andrew went out for the refill. Went for the refill. Nice. Little Plastic People says I lurk and I lurk. Hey man, that's cool too. Thank you for tuning in. Right. Soravan says I'm so hoping that when Bandai's factory expansion is done, those out-of-print kits get back on the shelf, right? So, for those of you that missed it, Bandai, the business side of Bandai, made an announcement last week that they would be building a brand new production facility that would increase model production specifically by 40% is what they're projecting, whatever. But that's pretty damn cool. It'll still be probably a year or two off before, that is up and running, I think at very least, and then potentially another year after that until we actually see noticeable stock increases. So quell the high hopes for now, my kiddies, because it'll take some time. It'll take some time. So Edwin Arce says, yes, Tim, I followed your advice and got myself Gaplant Hararu from the last day of Gunpla Expo. Nice. Gaplants are great. Max Robido, copy that, man. Thank you, Captain. Make it happen, Captain. Ruslam says, Plastic Soldier Company Ltd has won 100 soldiers from different eras. Really? Superset, if you're still watching. Plastic Soldier Company. You know what? Let's take a look into this because I want to see something here. Plastic Soldier Company. Let's do the Googles. Yeah? Let's give it a Google. Maybe we can go on a field trip. Plastic Soldier Company. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, so before we take a field trip, I want to see kind of what they might have here. Ooh. Hey now. Interesting. It's not what I would say a modern website, but it gets the job done, right? It gets the job done. Let's see here. Let's expand to all products. Let's go to modern. Yeah, modern USA. Okay. 1/72 or 15 millimeter. Let's go 15 millimeter. Yeah. Ooh. Neat. Huh. Interesting. Now, all I'm seeing here, and and Win over there on Facebook said the same thing. Plastic Soldier Company is really good for soldier models for 1/100. Nazi sets are really good for Xeon ground troops. Interesting. Okay. So, let's see. Let's try 1/72. Yeah? Look at that. Modern mechanized U.S. infantry. Whew. Oh, these might work, you guys. I'd say they're probably a little bit bigger than 1/100 scale, though. Because they're 1/72 scale, right? So, you might be able to get away with it. Huh. Let's see. Let's go World War II. Because there's like 400 of them. Listings for World War II, yeah? Let's go 15 millimeter. Infantry sets. What? Look at that. Oh, wow. That's cool. Okay, so hold up. Let's see what we have here, yeah? U.S. infantry heavy weapons sets. Now, mind you, they're World War II era. But you could definitely pass these off. That's very interesting. Huh. So yeah, so Plastic Soldier Company, you guys. Pretty damn cool. Check it out. We won't go on a field trip today, right? Because it's a weird website. Kind of antiquated. But anyway, let's check back up here with the chat. Fiery says 40K minis are kind of huge in comparison. Unsure about their scale though. Gamer Bud says I'll post an updated pic by the end of the stream. It's not sanded or anything yet, so it's still in the rough stages. But this part is built solid. That's what I'm talking about, man. You can finish it off later. As long as the bones are solid, that's what matters most. Let's see. William Williams says, yes, Bandai, we need more Master Grade Justice and GM snipers. I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Soravan says it's an expansion of their Shizuoka plant, 6 new injection machines. Estimated completion date is fall of next year. Oh, so it's an expansion. I thought it was a brand new facility. That does change things then. So 6 brand new injection machines. That raises their production by 40% with only 6 new machines. That's interesting. That's interesting. But completion date is fall of next year. So fall of 2020, we probably won't see decent stock increases by at least halfway through 2021, maybe third quarter of 2021. Because you've got to think that they are supplying the entire world. And from what I recall, their main reasoning was to increase production for the Asian countries. USA was in there, but it was kind of after everything else. So, yeah, it is what it is. But that's good to know, Sorvan. Thank you very much. Beckstorm says, still dreaming for a Master Grade Kshatriya and Jabera Tetra. Dude, you and me both. USA Gundam Store. What's up, Adam? He's over there on Facebook, man. Adam, I guess Adam can't sleep right now or something like that, you guys. So that's really cool. Let's see. Donnie says, hey. Chris says, where'd he go? Where'd who go? Chris says, weird stream died for me. Donnie says, up and running here. Let's check Facebook, shall we? Yeah. It looks still live to me, dude. Refresh, Chris, refresh. Let's see. Mr. B says, hey, Tim, I just want to say that I am very happy for you. When I started to see your show, there was less than 9 people in YouTube. I was away for a couple months, and boom, 40. Yeah, we're across the 3. We're just a hair shy of 60. So thank you for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate it. We're having fun, right? We're having fun. Excellent. Superset 5 is over there on Twitch, and he says he is no longer a sad panda. Thank you, guys. You made Superset a non-sad panda. That's awesome. That's awesome. See? Mecha Army. We help each other out. That's a good thing. Man. Kenneth Sim says, oh, by the way, Tim, did Tim check out the colored piece of the 1/144 Heisenthal? I don't know. I don't know what you refer to, Kenneth. The colored piece of 144 Heisenthal. GamerBud says, yeah, I'm coming up on almost a year watching the stream. I know, right? We are, and I think we are coming very close to a year, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so now my interest is piqued. When did we start this mad, crazy journey, you guys? Let's see, shall we? Let's go back to the beginning. Let's do a time travel little experiment here. Let's go to my channel. Let's see videos, and then let's scroll all the way down to the very first one. Whoa, we've been on here for over a year, you guys. It's 8/5 today. We started on 7/26 of 2018. So we're over a year in this. A year. Can you believe that? That's nuts to me. A year. That's awesome. And we're still going strong. Stronger than ever. You better believe it. Mr. B says, you deserves congrats, man. I am very excited to be part of the Mecha Army. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I love it. Zashan says, that was crazy, but I'm back. Welcome back. What happened? Yeah, what happened? Zashan says, my stream went nuts on Facebook and YouTube. Even now, I'm about 15 minutes behind. That's weird, right? Very odd. Refresh. Ruslam says, Julio and Tim sent a link to the site I troll for those infantry guys. Can buy some on Amazon from time to time. Interesting. Let's see. Backstorm. AOZ news? Be right back. Gotta Google it right now, right? I don't know. I don't know about it. Let's see. Superset 5 would 20mm sized builds be in scale of 1/100? I think the 15mm, from what the guys were saying, is kind of more in line with 1/100 scale, but I'm not sure. I think a little math would need to be done, right? Adam, USA Gundam Store says a year of Tim is a good year. Oh man, get out of here! Stop it! Dude's blowing up my head, man. My head won't even fit in this little window anymore. Here, come on, man. Let's see. Adam says, good, just laying in bed watching the stream and The Office. Wow, nice. Hey, two great shows, right? Oh man, now okay. So then everybody's like, congrats. Oh, thank you guys. A year, wow. Whatever. No, I don't make a big deal about it. Happy. Donnie says, happy anniversary. You forgot. Thanks a lot. Yeah, right. Hey, what can I do, man? I don't make a big deal out of those things, right? Julio Ponte says, yo, Mecha Army Discord. There's so many Discords out there. Do we really need another one? I don't know. I personally don't think so, right? Let's see. Gamerbud throws confetti. Nice. Rushlam says, hi Tex, Lil A needs you to punish him for drunk typing. Oh, Tex. Hey, what's up, Tex? Howdy, Tex. I didn't see Armida come in, but she is here. Julio says, Mecha Army competition team. Yeah. William Wilms. Over a year already. Nice. Yeah. Crazy, right? Crazy to think about. Tex says, Lil A can't afford to have me punish him. Wow. Woo. Let's see. 2020, year of Mecha. Yeah, Gamerbud says that. Nice. Julio Ponte says, talking about how he ain't a bitch. LMFAO. Oh, for yeah, Lil A. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Sorvan says, superset 15mm is definitely what you want. It's basically 1 to 107th scale. So close enough you can't tell the difference. Yeah, at that scale, it's like whatever. Let's see. Zashan over there on Facebook says, congrats, Tim. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Ultraman Dinah. Good evening, people. What's going on, Luis? Man, you missed some interesting stuff here, yeah. So let's see. I broke the Ozymandias, but he fixed it. We had an amazing class. Little A was drunk, and we found 1/100 scale infantry for Superset 5 on Twitch, and then we just figured out that I've been streaming for just over a year now. So, welcome. Let's go back to camera 1. Screw it. I'm talking. I don't give a shit about working right now because it's Monday and it's the case out of Mondays. Let's see. Sorvan, for reference, what's this? Discord. Oh, come on. Click it, damn it. Whoa. That's an image that's not going to go away anytime soon. Whew. Oh, boy. Let's see. Mike Tebow, he's over there on Facebook. He says, "And first shipment damaged, and they went above and beyond to fix it." Yes, because that's how amazing Adam and the crew are. Yeah. Fiery says, "Someone throw this man a surprise party." Nah, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal, you guys. It's not really a big deal. It's not that big a deal. Trust me. Let's see. USA Gundam Store. Adam says, "Oh man, sorry, but glad we could fix it." See? And that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so real quick, you guys, and I'm gonna gush a little bit on Adam from USA Gundam Store because he's too good of a guy to do it himself, right? So listen to this, right? So Adam goes above and beyond when fixing customer issues, even when it's not his fault. Sometimes he does try to go above and beyond, and he's amazing, right? You know, people have approached me about, you know, concerns with their orders and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, contact them. Like, I don't work in customer service for USA Gundam Store. I mean, they're my friends and everything, but I don't work there. But the thing of the matter is, and I'm saying this with all sincerity, and not because Adam's my friend, because I've seen what the guys do down there on a normal basis, and I've been in the warehouse when these guys are working and taking care of things and inventorying stock and having fun while doing it. Man, it's a really cool environment. It's a really cool environment. Adam makes it fun for the guys that work there, and in return, they work hard for you guys, right? Yes. United States Postal Service can be rough on packages. That's not their fault. United States Postal Service. But Adam will go like move hell and high earth to help out his customers. So that's a big thing, right? All the time I see him on Facebook in the groups and stuff like that, addressing concerns, answering questions, saying thank you for orders and stuff. Name me one other retailer at his level that does that. At his level. And I'm not talking about, you know, kind of the smaller shops, the ma and pa's and stuff like that. I'm talking about big time sellers. He's the only one. Keep that in mind, guys. He's the only one. He takes care of us. Keep that in mind. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Louis says, crap, I did. He missed it all the good stuff, so that's cool. Let's see. Snoonmaker says, are Gumpla meetups a thing? Yes, dude, absolutely. 100% they are, yeah. As a newbie, it would be cool to meet others and hopefully learn some new things. So, Snoonmaker, whereabouts in the world are you from? Let's ask that question, right? Because, oh, cool. You're in the DC area? Dude. Yes! Okay, so, if you're in the DC area, you're close to Laurel, which means you're close to the Laurel Hobby Works, which Justin and I were just at on Saturday, doing a photography class and hanging out with the boys and everything, all the people that were there. We have classes there, I think, like every other month or so. Richmond is not too far from you, probably. 2 weeks, they're having a GBWC event at the Hobby Town in Richmond. Me and Justin are going to be there. There's a ton of people that are coming. It's going to be awesome. Come out for that. You will meet so many new people, and you will learn and see how cool this hobby really, really is. That's awesome that you're in the DC area. There's a ton of IPMS stuff going on too, right? So Snoonmaker, I don't know if you're into Facebook or not, but if you are, there's a bunch of groups on the East Coast. There is Macho Models Nick. He runs the Capital Gumpla group, I think it's called. Join those. you will begin to get tapped into that kind of area, right? I'm up here in Maryland, kind of in the northeastern section of Maryland, so I'm a little ways away from you, but man, we're in the same vicinity. That is cool. That is cool. That's awesome. Yes. Let's see. Hell yeah. Yeah, and so if you're in the DC area, the Maryland Gunpla group has, and this may be a little bit of a stretch for you, but they have a build gathering every Thursday, I believe, in Annapolis. So that may be a bit of a distance from you, but I know that's there. It could be cool to check out kind of here and there, right? So, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff going on in kind of the DC, northern VA area. Let's put it that way. Yeah, Donnie Baxter. Donnie is from kind of that DC area as well. Donnie, sorry, I spaced out. So Snoodmaker on Instagram, Art Inc. by DB. That's Donnie. He is tapped into everything. He goes to all these stores. He knows where everything is at in kind of the DC vicinity. So definitely go and follow him on Instagram, and then you can kind of, I don't know, maybe get a dialogue going and find out where the cool spots are around there. So, yeah. Let's see. Snoodmaker says, awesome to hear. I'm definitely going to check out Laurel. Not too far. Yeah. Laurel is great. Those guys in the store are awesome. Their Gunpla selection is really good, too. It has gotten a lot better here recently as well. Hang on one second. Let me go grab something. Hang on. Don't move. You stay right there. Don't move. So, not this past weekend, but the class beforehand, right? We were in there, and I have been searching for this kit for a long time, and they had it on the shelf, and I must have taken the price tag off, but yeah. Get the glare off of there. Booster Unit S Gundam. So, not only does it have, right there, 2 boosters right there, also has 2 boosters on the back. And you guys know what I like to do with 4 booster units, right? That's an old school 144 kit, so that pairs up perfectly with maybe an SD or a bear guy. Come on, a bear guy hummingbird. Just imagine it. Oh, it's gonna be awesome, right? But that's sometime else. Sometime else. Let's see. Manny McDio says, "What did I miss, dude? You missed so much, man. You gotta rewind this one. This has been a good one. We found out so much. We had Drunk Andrew in the beginning. He must have passed out. And then we found that we just passed a year streaming. Yay for us. So yeah, it's been an interesting night, to say the least. Yeah. Let's see. George says, I moved. Sorry. What? George, you moved? I didn't know George moved. Anyway. humming bear. Ooh, I like that. The humming bear. That has definite possibilities. The humming bear. Has a bear guy, a petite bear guy at that. Has a petite bear guy ever won an open category at SC or at GBWC? I don't think that it has. But in the same vein, I don't quite know if someone's gone to the toil of getting a petite bear guy to that level of competition. It gives me ideas. It gives me ideas, you guys. That is a definite. The humming bear. I think I might have to write that down. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. The humming bear. Shit. Now I'm going to have to design like cutesy Grim Reaper decals and stuff like that. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. Edwin RSA says, I do have a feeling we gonna have a bear guy assortment group, build group in the future. Yeah, I don't know, man. Viper, what's going on, man, Josh? 4 boosters, you're hitting ludicrous speeds, right? Gundam Taz, what's up, Robbie? Says, my tooth hurts. Why's your tooth hurt, man? Is it because I'm so sweet? McDowell Manny says, congratulations on the streaming anniversary. Man, thank you. We passed it like a week or so ago, so it's not that big a deal. Let's see. Text says 1-1 or qualified. More qualified. Got to the worlds like with open. Like in the open category and got to worlds. That's the big question. I wonder if a humming bear could do it. I could totally be down for that challenge. The humming bear. Whew, there's a lot of scratch building in that. A lot of scratch building in that. But it's not like I've never done that before, right? Oh, Chris, Gumplet in Miami. I'm not even going to read that over the stream, buddy. That is, whew, yeah. Hey now. Yeah, and you know what? Tex makes a very good point. Speaking, again, of Adam from USA Gundam Store. Adam, if you follow the Gumpla Girl Gang over there on Instagram, and a bunch of the ladies over there received a free pair of USA Gundam Store nippers. That's awesome. That was just freaking cool. So, yeah. Salt of the earth, man. That's the quality of the person, right? That's the quality of Adam. So, yeah. It's good. It's good. Really good. Tex says there was a pirate, but I don't think it moved on. Yeah, there's been a bunch of petites that competed, right? Maybe got to like qualifiers, but not like country champion. Same thing with SDs, like a pure SD. There have been pieces with SD kits as features of the piece, right? But not singular models that are SDs. Yeah. So that could be a very interesting challenge, especially if I'm down to potentially waste a year from SCGMC. Could be really interesting, you guys. We could be onto something there. We could be onto something. The humming bear. I do like the sound of that. I do like the sound of that. Let's see. Scuffle. What's up, Scuffle? Now that the bear guy was mentioned, I want to make a G selfie bear guy. A G selfie. What's with these names? These names are great. A G selfie. You can have him holding a phone doing a selfie, right? Come on. That'd be cute, right? That'd be cute. Let's see. Adam says, me too, man. Me too. LOL. Still in the waiting game. Oh. McDive says, Adam's still waiting on the USA Gundam Store Chooper. I think he meant Chopper. Let's see. Julio says airdrop colors. No, not for the humming bear. Not for the humming bear. It's got to be Reapers. It's the only way I would do a humming bear is in Reaper style. Yeah. And now that I'm thinking about it more, the logo, right? It's got the little Grim Reaper with the mean face. I'd have to turn this into like a little teddy bear with a happy face on it, right? It's just a homage, right? You have to continue with the theme. That's important, you guys. The theming is important. Theming is very important, right? I think we can make this happen. Tech says, man up and do it already. Yeah, well. Just make him a bear, right? Yeah, well. Scuffle says, no, turn the Reaper face into a Haro, obviously. Ultraman Dyna says, by the way, everyone, please check out my whip of my Dom Tropin and give me feedback. I want you guys to give me ideas. Yes. Luis, Ultraman Dyna, and our boy Chris are doing a build-off this year. And Saboten Con, which is at the end of this month, I think is their completion date, from what I understand. So yeah, go check these guys out. Give them some feedback. I have. Let's see. Bear guy Leophage. Petitophage, Julio says. There you go. William Williams, are we dropping the mega size bear guy scratch build? No. It's just another idea, right? It's just another idea. Just another idea that gets filed into the mental Rolodex and probably just doesn't go anywhere. But if I need to, I have that, right? I think this was like $14. I was there. I got it. Supported the store. Done deal. You know? That's what we do, right? That's what we do. Bear Guy Build Month, Manny says. Bear Guy Dentalio. That's what from Julio says. Manny says, yo, let's do it. Oh, man. Tech says Bear Drobium. Bear Drobium. Yeah, Bear Drobium. Chris Pab says, okay, taking a break now. What up, peeps? What are you taking a break from, Chris? I don't know. Anyway. You know, we could definitely hook up a bear thing. I don't know. I like bears. Bears are cool. Mike Teebs over there on Facebook, make the Reaper a tattoo on his arm or back. Oh man, I don't know. If I make the hummingbird, he's got to be in the same level of detail as the hummingbird. Because then, if I didn't, it wouldn't do the Reapers justice. That's what I think. I think I need to think on that and come up with ideas, because we're putting the cart before the horse is even born right now, you guys, because I've got the Zaku to finish, and then a whole nother mech, and then a whole display base on top of that before I can move on to the next project. I have more ideas than I have time. That's the problem. What are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Scuffle says, just barely. Tinius, give a long... What is it? Give a long beard like Justin. Oh, barely Tinius. Like Justinius. I got you, Scuffle. Manny says, no idea is dumb, just not finished. Space Rat says, well, I see the appeal with bear guys and petite guys. They're just not for me. And granted, they're not for everyone. That is a completely 100% fair statement. Yeah. Because, I mean, there are things that I don't like that a lot of people like Gundam Build Divers. I hate Gundam Build Divers, but there's a lot of people that do, and I'm not going to discount them for liking something I don't like. Just different strokes for different folks, right? It is what it is. Bare Knuckle Burning Gundam, Scuffle says. Edwin RSA says, Bears Young. Nice. All the bear names are coming out now. All the bear names are creeping out of the woodworks. Tech says, Grim Rebears. Come on. Rusty 00, we all know the bear Bados will be the best kit coming out this year. Bear Bados. Bear Batos. Come on, all of you, get it out. Come on now, let's go. Get all your bear puns out. Come on, let's just go. Come on, let's just have at it. Birth them into the world. Come on, let's have fun with this. It's 11:30 on a Monday night. Mondays are shit. Let's have some fun with this, right? Come on. Bear Destiny, yeah. Bear Build Off, Gunpla Miami says. Maybe, who knows, right? Scuffle says, now I'm remembering the Thundercats Row Bears. Yeah. And what? Burble Bear or whatever his name was? Yeah, I used to watch that when I was a kid. Soravan, we all have more ideas than time. Yeah, that's very, very true, Soravan. Wing Bearstiny, McDio says. Manny says, Kennesim never-ending projects, right? Adam says, Tim is now set for the next 5 years with all these bear builds, right? Jesus, man. Let's see. Chris Pab says, I made some Build Divers kits that I think came out okay. Dude, they came out great. If the build-off happening, I'm in. Edwin RSA says. Gamer Bud says, Goofy Bear. Goofy Bear. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Brandon, where it is? Brandon 5269. I didn't know anything about 3D scanning until my buddy talked about it the other day. Nice. McDyer says, that's the winner. William Wilm says, Bernan Justine. That's actually pretty good, I have to admit. Weapon 69, Weapon X69 says, Bear Death Scythe. Decent, right? This is Sean. We've barely scratched the surface, Tim. Womp womp. Tech says Cam Bear. I don't know. Scuffle says Bear Nelope. Kenneth Sim, Hi Bear. Tech says Saza Bear. Yeah. Donnie says this is unbearable. Edwin says Saza Bear. Julio says Bear She, like a banshee. Yeah. Rusty says Bear Frame Ashtray. Decent. Kenneth Sim, Unibear. Good one. Yeah. Tech says Unicorn in BGD mode. Bear Guy Death mode. Yeah. That's good. Bear Destiny will cry too much. Nice. Mecha Decal says Bear Coup, like a Zaku. Full Bear Armor. Yeah. Edwin RSA, Rick Bear. Full Bear Armor was Weapon X69. Scuffle says Perfect Grade Crossbone Bear Naked Cloth. All right, Scuffle. That's a good one. Julio says Prava Bear. Brandon 5269 Cross Bear. Julio says Bear Vidence. Bro Builder Barasai. Wow. Tex says this is a real Kodiak moment. William Wilms says let us all bear witness to the greatness that Petite brings us. Holy shit. This is good, right? Mike Teeb said over there on Facebook, he says, so I'm finalizing my Gundam Store order, and now I need to get a bear. It happens, man. It absolutely happens. Why not, right? They're cute. They're easy. They're simple. They're quick little builds. I don't even know how many of them up there. Not, mind you, not as many as Freddy does. Freddy has me beat on all of the bear guys and stuff. I think I may have, I think I have 3 up there, something like that, or 2, and then 1's over there, I think. But that's it. Yes. Broboater says the cheese is flowing like a Wisconsin sunset. Let's see. Gunplay Miami, time to bear it all. Mike Wines over there on Facebook. He says, "Sup, Timbo? What's going on, Mikey? Man, you missed some good stuff here. I highly suggest. There's 2. We've been talking the whole night. We haven't worked for shit, just because it's Monday and I had a shit day. So we're just chilling. We're just talking and everything. We're having a good time and shooting the shit and everything. But there's a whole lot of stuff that people have missed that is just like kind of too funny for words. So, man, go back and rewind this if you get a chance. I think it would be well worth it. I'm just saying. Beckstorm says Bear Grylls. Nice. Adrian Hunt over there on YouTube says Gundam Barrios. That's a good one, I think. Weapon X69, when you hear the bear jazz, that's when you know it's bear time. Jeez. Julio says just the bare necessities. Nice. Tex says Freddy has enough bear guys to warrant having to register if he's near a school. This is a good point. I agree with that totally. Mike Teebs says I got the Haro circles for me and my son. Every color, damn it. Nice. That's cool though. That's cool. Julio Ponte 200 foot Freddy. You mean Teddy? I don't know. Chris R is over there on Facebook. He says, and here, been busy with work. Edwin R. say, I regret not purchasing the bears when they were on sale last year. I have something in mind, but I need like 9 petite guys. Damn, dude. Kenneth Sim says, Goofy Bear with quote, this is no bear, boy. This is no Zaku, boo-boo. Text says, Gamer Bud, Silver Beret Suppressor. Get it? Beret. That's pretty good. Edwin Arce says, Command Bear, Scuffle, family of bears drive into the ocean, and one that stayed dry was the dry bear. Get it? The dry bear? The driver, dry bear? Yeah. Because he was a scuba dive bear named Magai Bear driving a Range Rover. If only I had like a wah 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 sound on the Stream Deck right now, I'd be playing it. Good job, Scuffle. That was so corny. I mean, that just earns my respect. No doubt. I mean, legit. Brennan5269 has...
We have a question.
He wants to know, is there a heavy arms Jesta? Yes and no. There is a Jesta cannon, but it's a P Bandai, which actually I just got in the mail from my good friend Dwidget, Therno Hobbies and Games, for those of you playing at home. He's the Gunpla bounty hunter, if you're not familiar. He can track down the rarest of kits. Give him a shout. He's really good at it, by the way. But let's see. Mike Teeb says, what about Bear Gorilla Merc Jungle Team? I mean, that's just like a whole thing there, right? Terry T.
We have a question.
All right, Terry. So, any chance... Oh, where'd it go? Any chance we can get a text... we can get text enlargements for the Mecha Decals? I'm working with the 144, and I want to make sure I use the ones that says the right things. Terry, yes, man. Message me on Instagram, and I'll hook you up. Brandon5269, thanks, Julio. I'll have to Google that one. Oh, I missed something. I know it. Oh, well. Wing Barrow from Julio. Nice. That's a good one. William Williams says, the most weaponized Jesta is the Jesta cannon. That adds a lot of grenades to the legs, 2 weapons on the backpack. Yeah. Let's see. Tech says, I got it. Baratech. A Baratech fighter. You know, from Robotech. Robeartech. Robeartech. Yes. Robeartech. Oh, she set herself up for that one. Anyway, Robear says, y'all driving me to drink. Terry T says, the decals are amazing, though. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Chris R says, got a job interview tomorrow. O'Reilly Auto Parts store manager position. Nice. Congrats. Good luck, Chris. Definitely. Mech Dio Manny says, I'm going to do a Bear Leo. Nice. Oh my god, he has question graphics. Unbearable. Dude, we've had these for like a month or something like that, right? You need to watch more, Scuffle. Come on now. Let's see. Edwin RSA, Bear Geese. I like it. I like it. Everybody's saying good luck to Chris. That's awesome. I loved seeing that. Gundam Heavy Bears. A Bear Rock. Nice. Breaking a leg would be unbearable. Womp womp. Heavy Bear Arms. Yeah. Kennesim. Robo Bears. Texas. Fuck bears. After the Robear Tech. Bear Cross, right? Mike Wine says, oh god, no. Right? Bear Spitta from Julio, yes. Edwin R. say, amazing bear warrior. I like it. See? The possibilities for bear guy conversions are endless, you guys. You just got to put your mind to it. Make up a pun. And then follow your dreams. Oh, wow. William Williams says, Gundam Dyna Bears. Bro Builder says, Bemaris True Bear. Nice. Oh. Scuffle says, Tim, you'd know I'd watch every single stream if I could. No, I know. New job requires I sleep like a responsible adult. I'm only awake because I barely have any clean clothes to wear, and I'm doing laundry. That gets a golf clap, you guys. Come on. That Scuffle. Yes. Avatar of Nyx, did you enter this year's GBWC, Tim? Not yet. Waiting for the website, I guess, to come open for the online entries. So it's just a matter of time. Gamer Bud, a barely sober Andrew. Yeah. Oh, Rusty's got a good one. Quattro Beargina. Julio Ponte, Bear X. It's okay. Vincent Lewis, we need a barrage of bear entries, right? Bro Builder, deep cuts, yes. Beck Storm.
We have a question.
Beckstorm says, I'm going to be painting for the first time. Is airbrushing Mr. Color neat onto the inner frame of my Sinanju Stein okay, or will it self-destruct? Seen Lincoln brush paint lacquer, so... yeah, no, it's fine. Just make sure you lay down primer, like Mr. Surfacer or something like that. And then you're perfectly fine to spray Mr. Color on, you know, an inner frame and stuff like that. That's all I pretty much use is Mr. Color. Mr. Color, I've got some SMS that I got from Scotty. I've got some All Clad up here. Tamiya mixed with Mr. Color Leveling Thinner is a great option as well. I've got some splash paints and stuff like that. So yes, 100% you will be perfectly fine. Just lay down, excuse me, a nice layer of Mr. Surfacer. I use 1000. You can use like 1200, 1500, whatever, you know, kind of floats your boat. But I use 1000 mainly because I like to have a matte finish at the very end. But yeah, so you'll be perfectly fine, Storm. Perfectly fine. Good question. Brandon5269 says, I'm having to grin and bear this bear talk. Kenneth Sim, use 5 petite bears to combine into a Beartron. Tex Marquise, Quatre Reberba winner. Nice. Scuffle says, Nike Bear Jordans. Adrian Hunt says, oh, this is a good one. Bearulent. Like a Briarlant. Bearland. I like that one. That one's actually pretty good. Let's see. Space Rat 53, I came back, but I apparently didn't miss anything. Dude, you missed so much. So many bear puns. It's not even funny. Manny McDio says, Bearma. Oh, Hamma. Bearma. Okay. Adrian Hunt says Gundam Gerbera. That's actually a good one. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty good one. Edwin R. say it would be funny if Mecha Army submit different bear guy conversions as GBWC entries next year. Totally just troll GBWC. Is that what you're saying, Edwin? I don't know if I couldn't put people up to that. Nah. Adam says SMS is awesome stuff. It really is. And Adam, didn't you get like a full-on like big restock on Friday from Scotty? I think it was. So if you guys want to restock on your SMS paints here in the States, check out USA Gundam Store, because I think they just got a big shipment, if I remember correctly, on Friday of SMS paints and stuff. So good stuff. Let's see. Julio says, Bearbabao. Like Ramba Rao. Bearbabao. Bearbabao. It sounds like, if you guys remember that movie, First Contact. No, it wasn't First Contact. It was Nell. It was a really bad movie. and it was about a woman who was like raised in the woods and stuff like that, and she didn't speak English. She kind of had her own native language that she spoke. She just kind of made it up, and she's like, on the fin, on a tay. That's kind of what Bear Babao reminds me of. Bear Babao, right? I don't know why that seemed relevant. It's Monday, whatever. Tex says, now I'm picturing the Hamma Hamma, but done all Flintstones. The Yabba Dabba. Nice. Rusty says, Bear Adoga. Weapon X69 says, Gustav Bear. Beckstorm was wondering about spraying on bare plastic since that's what Link was doing by hand. Yeah, it's the same thing. Same kind of thing. I always say use primer. It's a nice barrier between the... I wasn't even thinking it just came out barrier. It's a nice barrier between the paint and the plastic, so yeah, there you go. Jesus. What did we get ourselves into? Brandon says, used to spray Createx acrylics on canvas and shirts. He says, I will be spraying Tamiya acrylics. I bought the Tamiya thinner as well as retardant as I can find Mr. Leveling Thinner. Any tips for me? Tread carefully. Tamiya is very, very easy to work with. It's even easier to work with Mr. Color Leveling Thinner. Check Adam, USA Gundam Store. They may, Adam, I don't know, do you have that? Do you have Mr. Leveling Thinner in stock? I don't know. But definitely check there because it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. It's magic in a bottle. But their thinner and retardant are pretty good. You're not going to get the same durability as you would using the Mr. Color Leveling Thinner, though. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Adam says, yeah, still getting it put away. There we go. Tex says, Nell. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? Ooh, Adrian Hunt's. He's coming up with some good ones, you guys. A Bearaku. Get it? A Bawaku. Yeah. Julio Ponte. Hamma Hamma like the Jetsons, so it's rosy, right? Tex says Jabero. Nice. Chris R. Bear Nanju. Terry T says Bear Nager Links. It's pretty good. Bro Builder, this is Bear Guy Fieri, and you've been watching Gunpla Weeaboos and Nerds. Yeah, right? Tex says, hey, get off my turf, Brian. Brandon says, that movie has not entered my head since I was like 15. Crazy movie. Yeah, it was one of those things. All I remember is just she's just looking up, you know, and it was just dumb, but it kind of stuck with me for some reason, and that Bear Babao just kind of reminded me of that cadence. Let's see. Chris is over there on Facebook. He says, I want these bear puns to continue forever, please, right? Edwin Arce, Bear Sniper 2. I like that one. That one's pretty strong. Tex says, and it's diners, drive-ins, and build divers. Ooh, that's a good one. Julio Ponte, the end of the text talk, right? Edwin Arce, Bear Zulu. Good. Gamer Bud, Gundam Full Bearnin. That's pretty strong there too, you guys. See? I know we're having fun with these puns and everything like that, and we could probably go on all night. Because we have. But this is the thing. You can get so many conversion ideas out of this for a stupid little bear guy. Come on. I've done 2 bear guy conversions. One, the new Gundam, and the other one was the Crossbone Gundam. I love those little guys. I absolutely love them. But there's so many more possibilities. So many more. So many more. Scuffle says, not a pun, but Tequila Bear Guy Gundam, cause sombrero and ponchos. Fair. That's fair, I think. Chris R says Camille Bairden. Bro Butter, knock it. It's diners and dungeons and drive-ins and dragons and drives. Okay. Tex says, this picnic basket of mine is burning red. Burning red. Okay, fair enough. Totally fucked that one up. Anyway, Vincent Lewis says, hey, Tim, I have a few questions. Okie dokie.
We have a question.
Do you use Mr. Surfacer 1000? I do. If so, does it hide detail, and do you need to thin it? No, it doesn't hide detail. Yes, you have to thin it. If you get one of these little bottles right here from your local or online hobby store or whatever, you can basically get 3 jars of this if you thin it correctly. So 3-to-1 into this, mix this up, and you will get 3 out of this one. Really, really economical. Much better than the rattle cans, I would say. So, yeah. Keep that in mind. And he also says, also, do you use dissolved putty? What is the best use for it? I do not use dissolved putty, and the reason why is because when you lay down your primer, if you're using a lacquer-based primer, it will reactivate and re-soften that putty, and it will sink, shrink, or both at that point. Same thing with like filler putties, like the Tamiya White and Squadron and all that stuff. So keep that in mind. What I use is super glue. Super glue does not shrink, and it does have it has 0 effect with lacquers and stuff like that. So if you spray lacquers over this, it will just bite into it like plastic, because essentially you're forming a plastic out of this. It's an acrylic based plastic, because this is cyanoacrylate, which is an acrylic. So that's why I really, really love using super glue for, just teeny tiny surface imperfections and fill jobs and stuff like that. So, but that's a good question. That's a good question, or a good set of questions, I should say. William Wilms, Gundam Shenbear Petitiku. Wow. Rusty says, this is how new products are made, and this is also why none of us work for Bandai, right? Adam says, okay, guys, I am barely able to keep my eyes open. Night, everybody. Adam, good night, brother. Take care. Take care. Bro Butter says, I use dissolved putty to add texture and fill small wells. That's text says that's just surfacer, not primer surfacer. Yeah, they act very much the same way though. Mr. Surfacer acts just like Mr. Primer Surfacer. In fact, I've used both, and honestly, I can't really tell the difference between the two. So, if that's anything, both will bite into the plastic and create a chemical bond until that chemical bond is broken with like alcohol or something like that, and then it comes off really, really easy. Yeah, the Mr. Surfacer will still bite into the plastic, and it will still grip onto your paint like crazy, because that's what I used on the Aussie, right? The Aussie backpack that broke on us that I fixed. That's also what I used on the Jesta and the Hummingbird and the Blue Destiny, and etc., etc. And yeah, that's all I've ever used. But I've recently used the Mr. Primer Surfacer. And like I said, I don't really experience any differences. They go on the same, and they act the same. So, yeah. Beckstorm says, I got the spray can and decanted it, then poured it straight into the airbrush seemed to work fine. Yeah, so decanting something that's already basically thinned down to a point, but the bottled stuff, like I showed, definitely needs to be thinned down like a 3-to-1 with Mr. Leveling Thinner. That's what I like to use, and you get like silky smooth prime coats out of that, and then you can shoot, pretty much anything over top of it, and it'll grip. One can costs about 10 pounds, and one of the small pots is 5, so it works out way cheaper just to decant as much as I need from the can. You would think that, right? You would think that, because the volume that you get out of the can seems to be more than what the volume is on the jar, right? You would definitely think that. This jar, what is the mil? Okay, so this is 40 mil in here, right? And out of a decanted jar, you could probably get 60, 70 mil at most, probably. Sometimes less, sometimes more. But out of this, you can get 3 of these. So 3 times 40, that's what? 120 mil out of this one little guy. So actually, it's probably more economical to get one of these, or even 2 of these, for the same price as that one spray can. So, but then you need to get Mr. Color Leveling Thinner, so technically you're adding cost to that. But you can use Mr. Color Leveling Thinner in a bunch of other applications, though, too. So, yeah. So, food for thought, really. Food for thought. Let's see. Cool. Adam's getting more Mr. Leveling Thinner in next week, so that's good. There you go. Tex Marquise, 3-to-1. Yeah, 3 out of this one little guy, so 3-to-1 thinning ratio, and yeah, you can easily get 2-to-1, but you can stretch it and get a really nice 3-to-1. So FYI. Chris Pab says, alright folks, I'm out. I need sleep like yesterday. Dude, you've been busting ass on that Sazabi. So, Pabs, good night, buddy. Appreciate you watching. Vincent Lewis, what's the best way to go about thinning it? Oh, Mr. Surfacer? With, this stuff right here. Mr. Leveling Thinner. Like I said, this is magic in a bottle, you guys. You can mix this with the entire Tamiya acrylic line. So like, let's see. Like these little guys here, right? All these. Woo! Right there. You can mix Mr. Leveling Thinner with all of these Tamiya acrylic paints, and what you're going to do is you're going to essentially form a pseudo lacquer, right? It mixes perfectly. The blue on the Blue Destiny is the Tamiya blue from their line mixed with Mr. Color Leveling Thinner. The orange on the airdrop, the Justice backpack, the drop pack, that orange or Tamiya mixed with Mr. Color Leveling Thinner. It mixes perfectly. It sprays perfectly. Like I said, you're basically creating a pseudo lacquer, which essentially imbues the increased or decreased, I should say, cure time like lacquers, and also increased durability of lacquers. But then you also get the smoothness from the retarder inside of the Mr. Color Leveling Thinner, and it's a dream to work with. It gives you great coats of paint, and since you have access to an entire completely new line of paints, it basically doubles the color spectrum that you have access to, right? Now, even though this is magic in a bottle, This does not necessarily work with all paints, right? I've tried it with Vallejo. I've tried it with Model Masters. Even though this is great, you can only polish a turd so much. It didn't imbue those particular paints with the amazing qualities of lacquers, unfortunately. But Tamiya's, these are amazing with it. So go hog on it. So yeah, there you go. Brandon says, do you use pipettes to measure and mix your paint, or do you eyeball it? I, number one, try to stay away from custom mixes as much as possible. I just don't have the confidence in the mix ratios properly, or in terms of my ability to mix ratios properly. So I try to stay away from those as much as I can. Now, when it comes to just thinning these, I will eyeball it. And that's the best way to do that, because what you're looking for is the consistency of like milk, like a runny milk, like skim milk, right? I know nobody probably drinks skim milk because it's bleh. But that's what you're looking for when you're thinning your paints down to go through an airbrush, right? And since each paint is different, each color is different, there's no magic ratio, there's no, perfect mix that I can tell you. You have to eyeball it, and you have to kind of play with it, right? And get it to where you think it's going to be sprayable. And if it's not there, a little bit more thinner, and just add just a teeny tiny bit each time, right? Because you can't take it out, you can only put it in, right? So that's kind of how I do things. Beck says, 170 milliliter in the can. Oh, 170. I didn't know that. I guess a lot of it is propellant. Yeah, that is very true, actually. So when I decant it, yeah, I get like 60, 70 milliliter of actual product after it's decanted. So I don't know. Mileage may vary, though, too. So he says, I have some leveling thinner, so might just try the small pots to compare. Yeah, give it a shot. I mean, what's it hurt, right? Brandon says, can I pre-mix and store Mr. Leveling Thinner with the Tamiya? Absolutely, yeah. You can, pop some Mr. Leveling Thinner in here or another custom jar or whatever. Shake that sumbitch up, and you're ready to rock and roll. Absolutely, 100%. Julio Ponte says, almond milk. Yeah, exactly. Mr. B says, go, my friends. See you guys hopefully in the next stream. Man, Brock, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Absolutely give my best to your wife, man. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's see. Brandon 5069, thin just like I did with the Createx then, case by case. 100% absolutely. Yes. Yes, it is a case by case scenario. Mr. B says, thanks for your hard work, and Tim, thanks for your hard work. Man, my pleasure, buddy. My pleasure. Bro Butter says, decanting resulted in a big loss for me. And it can happen. That can absolutely happen, right? Because, yeah, a lot of what you get in a rattle can, and I don't have any with me right no, I don't have any with me right now. But a lot of what you get in a rattle can is the propellant to push that product down and then up through that little straw dealy and out the nozzle and right? So yeah, you're losing volume from that product because of most of it is propellant at that point. So yeah, that's a very good point. Chris R, going to go pass out. See y'all later. Have a great night. Chris, good luck tomorrow, buddy. Yeah, that's what we do. But yeah, man, Mr. Leveling Thinner is great. Like I said, you can mix it with, you can mix it with All-Clad. You can mix it with SMS. You can mix it with Gaia Notes, finishers from what I've heard. So those higher quality paints. Mr. Leveling Thinner is great. AK's lacquer line or whatever it is, I forget exactly what it's called. The Tamiya lacquers, if you're able to get it. I know those are super hard to get here in the States, if not impossible. Adam Savage, for some reason, got a full line because I think Tamiya's, bending over for him or whatever, but they're not going to stock it here, of course. Because why would they, right? Why would they? So, yeah. Mr. Leveling Thinner is a wonderful, wonderful product. It's expensive comparatively to everything else, but this 400 ml jar definitely does go a pretty damn long way. And I got this at my local back, I don't know, maybe a couple years ago, maybe. So it lasts. It lasts a very long time. So, yeah. Julio says, I picked up some Surfacer and Laurel. I'm done with cans. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Chris R., thank you, Tim. See ya, Julio, William, and Brandon, buddy. Man, good night, dude. Rusty says, Tamiya has their distribution center not too far from where I live. Drive past it quite often. I would love to go inside and see what they have. Dude, me too, man. It's like going into Bandai. Come on now. That should be fun. But we'd probably not be impressed because it would probably be stupid stuff that we aren't even interested in, all right? Like tank models and crap like that, and, the little four-wheel drive race cars and all that stuff. So, William Williams says, too bad I can't ship Mr. Leveling Thinner back to the States. Dude, I know, right? What are you going to do, man? Shipping laws and all. It's flammable, so I get it. I totally get it, They don't want it blowing up in a, unpressurized cargo hold in a plane and, what are you going to do? William Williams says, tank models are filled with Greeblies. Take the tank models. This is a very valid point, and one I just did not think of when I said that statement. So that is a very, very good point, too. I like where your head's at, Will. I like where your head's at, buddy. All right, so you guys, it's 12:12. I'm gonna check out as well. I had fun tonight, just talking, shooting the shit with you guys, hanging out. I think this is what I needed. I do. I feel better now. Not so Monday-ish. Yeah. So, all right. So you guys, keep in mind, Wednesday, no stream because I got to get up bright and early on Thursday to be in New York. We'll be back here on Friday for Mechanism, and then I will be back here on Monday to stream with you again. So, this turned out pretty good. Thank you, you guys. Look at that. You guys turned my frown upside down. Especially with all the bear guy puns. That was perfect. Perfect. So, with that being said, guys, man, have a wonderful week, man. Go and have fun. Think of some more bear guy puns, right? And join us on Friday for another fun-filled episode of Mechanism. I think we'll have fun. But anyway, be safe out there. I will catch you guys on Friday. Go build something cool. All right? See you guys.